Don't know why that didn't work. Oops. I don't understand. I'm not setting any other screen Ds here. Oh. Well, no, I'm getting screen Ds from a different screen. Oh, sometimes that... Okay. If there's anyone else out there that's scripting and using screen message, if you don't put a wait frame after it, I've had it sometimes just somehow eat whatever the next line is. So I think it was just getting eaten up, and that's why it wasn't doing anything. Something with screen messages, it like, if you don't put a wait frame, it just eats code. It's always been like that. I'm never really 100% sure of when. Really? Never really entirely sure when it's safe. I don't understand what's going on. Why is this not working? This is such a basic thing I'm doing here. Oh, wait, that's false. This was the incorrect place to put this. Yeah, it's always gonna fall into that. Because in a situation where you didn't complete all the stages, which I didn't, I'm literally starting a fresh file where I did no stages. Wait, no, that means this is always failing, which means it's always deferring to this. So... Shoot, okay, so this needs to account for no matter what stage you're... Okay, wait, the only thing that matters here is that you beat the boss. So I put it in the wrong place. Everything I put here needs to go here. I was being dumb. I literally just put it in the wrong place. I don't know why I thought I needed to put it down there. Hopefully the screen message won't eat this input. This will prove it right here. So this is literally just if you completed all the stages. That means level 9 boss beaten. You only need to go in here once, and then this will make sure that you don't. And then you'll forever then fall into here until... You know, I like how I'm doing a placeholder when I can literally determine. I can literally determine this now. So the thing is, you don't need to obtain the goddess armor or sword. That's an optional piece. So you'd fall in here if you... This would need to check a counter. Although technically it doesn't need to check a counter. I could do it simpler. I could just make sure I went to enemies, not items. Because when you complete a Triforce, it gives you a goddess jewel. So simply completing the Triforces give you the base Goddess Jewels. So Din's Fire, Pharaoh's Wind, and Nyra's Love. So all and the Triforce of Dark is completely optional. So the only thing that's actually relevant here, is I don't know if I have constants for these. Goddess, no, okay. So you'll already have, I think, Din's Fire, but technically I can make it to where it doesn't matter. So basically I'd recycle this and just change, this would be Pharaoh's Wind. And Nyra's Love. So then it would be else if. I'm basically just going to say this. So you'll fall in here the first time, it'll set the screen to E, then on subsequent times it'll fall in here until you get all the items. Basically that means you'll get this dialogue forever until you do essentially levels 10, 11, 12. And then once you get all 3, then she'll give you a message here, which will be got all the Triforce. Although there is a clause I should have here. So this is basically Zelda for the rest of the game. So it's gonna have a lot of dialogue and a lot of conditions. Because think about it. So you have obviously what I have so far, but then you have, okay, you finish the golden Triforce. She says this. You finish the golden Triforce and have some of the Triforce of Dark, and then you have all the golden Triforce and you've completed the Triforce of Dark. So that's at least 3 more cases I need here. So got all the Triforce, she'll say here. So if you do not have, I think it's, oops. I call that Death's Aura. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I did change that. Yeah, because Heron's Grace. Yeah. Okay. So if you don't have Death's Aura, which means you didn't cleanse, or you didn't fully acquire her Triforce, but I also need to check if you don't have... You don't have that. Because you don't need to come back to Zelda. Like, you can get 1 shard, you could get all 4 shards. So this just makes sure you didn't do that. So she'll give that string. Which, before I get too distracted and overwhelmed, you completed all the golden Triforce. Well, you should be able to acquire the power of the... So, I don't know if I like this, because that basically means the level 4 sword and armor are blocked behind beating levels 10, 11, and 12. What would be nice is if each one of them was blocked by a particular Triforce. So basically, like, maybe the sword was blocked behind Pharaoh and the armor is behind Din. But then the problem there is, then what's the third item? What third thing do I give you then at that point? Let's keep it at this for now. For the lore I've written, this actually fits really nicely. Because for the record, in case anyone hasn't been keeping themselves updated with what I have put in my dev servers updates, I've finished the lore file all the way to the end of the game. Like, the only lore I don't have written is essentially post-game. That's it. All the ending stuff is directly up here. I have some other ideas I want to integrate. I still have another turn. I have 2 more turned Hylian guards that need to be bosses. Well, I mean, they don't need to be Hylian guards, I guess, because Service and Karsite are also in there. And it makes sense that these 2 are the lowest because they're kind of the weakest. So maybe for Major and Brigadier, I'll do something special. But yeah, so everything now is at least in my head. So. Wait, okay, so then by this time, Zelda would have done her research in Ori Library and talked with others. Also, by the way, this is the first time Heron's name is really being used regularly, because by this point you've already beaten level 9, you've beaten the boss, you've interacted with Right Hand. A lot of information was given in a cutscene I haven't done yet, because it's actually going to be part of the level 9 boss. But basically, Zelda's fully aware of Heron now, but Right Hand is essentially... Big spoilers, by the way. I would mute for like the next 30 seconds if you're worried about spoilers. But basically, Right Hand... So what was going on with the Necromancer when you defeat him happens to Right Hand. So then Right Hand starts acting deceptive and saying Heron's essentially evil. But obviously, a goddess being evil, Zelda's like, okay, I don't know about this. This seems strange. So just go finish the Triforce. So Heron's name wasn't even really known. It was just, in fact, it wasn't even that widespread that there was a 4th Triforce, honestly. Not until the interaction with the Necromancer at the end of level 9 here. That's when a 4th Triforce is like completely exposed to Link, Zelda, and everyone. So yeah. Okay, so first of all, this string is 1485. Sorry if you don't like a lot of dialogue. I want to get to level 10 tonight, but I'm starting with this for now, just because I started this earlier today and I want to keep on the train. So my quest is very much, you could talk to, if it's not here yet, it will be. You could talk to absolutely no one and beat the game. But will you get the good ending is the question. Talking to everyone basically walks you through the game and walks you straight to the good ending, basically. Like what Zelda's saying here, like literally right here is literally this message is actually directly saying do not get the bad ending, basically. So Zelda is basically going to tell you what more, not in all details because there's a lot involved, but at least starting off the path towards the good ending. Okay, so that's written. So now we do. So yeah, this item is well, this is still flawed because this is saying you've gotten all the shards and you've cleansed it. There needs to be another check. Did you collect any of the shards? And I'm doing greater than 1, not greater than 0, because you actually get a shard of death. Oh wait, but you technically don't. Okay. You get a shard of death in level 9, but it's not guaranteed. Yeah, no, it's not guaranteed. Okay, so this next case is okay. So she's gonna have custom dialogue for if you have any of the shards, basically each of these cases here. So let's say it is greater than that. Wait. So this would be, it's less than, god dang it. It's less than 1. You have none of the shards. Now this one is, if it's greater than, but you don't have all of them. I think this will be 8. Yeah. So you got some dark shards. And then I could basically cascade this even further. So you finished the Triforce of Dark, but you haven't cleansed it. Well, let's hold on that. I can write the code for this at least. Some of it. So now you have Heron's Grace. Which means you cleansed it. And then honestly, I'm not going to do this now. Well, if you do that, that means you beat the game. I just lost track of what I was thinking of. You cleansed it. What else is there? Actually, I don't think there is anything else. That's it. Zelda's part in the game is done at that point. Yeah. Got some dark shards. That's what we're doing now. And I am well aware that most of this dialogue will probably never be written unless you're 100%ing the game, essentially. Or you somehow decided to go out of your way to get all of this, and yet you didn't do other things. Also, I noticed this in my last stream. Sorry about that. You know what? I'll leave the lore file up, whatever. I mean, all this is easily readable. Well, but what if you guys don't want to get spoiled, but you want to see Dev? Well, I mean, if you're watching Dev, you're getting spoiled, so that's your fault. What am I even looking for? I don't actually think I have in here what I'm looking for. This is it. One of the last things Zelda says to you in the game. So how do I give this away without sounding too weird? Like meta or some fourth wall breaking, basically. Because at this point, the game has no knowledge of what you do once you cleanse your Triforce. I'm just gonna never say that. Honestly, that gives it away. Kind of. It also relies on me actually. Oh, it's a little stuck. There we go. You completed all the golden Triforce. Oh, well, shoot. Because you spawn in with all of it. Actually, I Could just get rid of 2. That should be sufficient. Wait, what? Oh. I mean, in a normal game, that is the case. Let's just get rid of Din's. Sure, that's sufficient. God dang it. Oh my god. Well, there's my script in action. When you have all of them. Whoops. There we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. Gotta go back and test this. Oh, shoot. Well, didn't actually do anything. What? Oh, the repeat. 1484. Is that not correct? Remember, Visages of Heroes. Beat the boss, but you didn't set that. So you do that. And you don't have all 3. Repeatable. 1484. I don't know why I do that. When I click out of Visual Studio Code, it automatically saves. I don't need to physically save. Bye. Do not grab the items. Shoot. And let's do this before that has a fit. What string is that? That's one of the much earlier ones. So it's doing 1400. So it fell into here, which means it set this. So then second iteration. So then okay, so it doesn't fall in here, which means it ends up in the else. And since I did no stage, it did that. So this needs to return false if you have none of this. Which is fine. Oh, shoot. I think this needs to be its own case. Wait, what? I mean, I could do this with the counter. But what's stupid is this isn't any different. This is logically no different than what I had before. Although it's more direct to the point. Because getting all the Triforce, the Goddess Jewels, is a byproduct of having the completed counters. So technically this is more correct. So you want to go in here. If you're repeating the dialogue, but you don't yet have all of the Goddess Jewels. So, and I don't know why my brain's stuck here. Well, wait, this should be or. Because I want it to be true. Because this is already true, but this also needs to return true. So in order for this to return true, any of these. And technically I can replace these. So that's if you have them. So it's... And this gets replaced with that. It's kind of a long condition, but should work. I can literally test each of these now, and I kind of want to. And then I think at that point, might do a little bit more dialogue and then head to level 10. So let's do that. And then, so that was Divine Escape. Actually, that doesn't even matter. I don't even need to mess with that. What does she say? Yeah, she says that. Okay. Wait, I just realized it put me there. Ah, yes. You're not correct. Ugh, can I not put you, like, halfway off? That's irritating. So I could do it on one side, but not the other side. Oh, well. Yep. So the next step is complete the Triforce. And not have all Triforce of Death. I think it's fine if she repeats this. Okay. So now let's say I could do this the natural way, actually. Funnily enough. Let's do this the natural way. I'm not going to worry about them. Yep, here's one. Nope. Kind of surprised it took me there. Actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, Zelda just drills it in your head. Do not get the bad and neutral endings. Okay, yeah, she's still wanting me to get all of them. Fun fact, I've actually done some of these scripted items. I can show that off in a moment. I need to cleanse it. How am I checking if it's cleansed? If I have Heron's Grace. Okay. You know what? Let's actually do it. Let's actually cleanse it. That music delay is meh. That dialogue string actually does not make sense for Heron. Oh, really? Screw this. Oh god. I don't know. I'm just gonna do like 62, maybe. Oh, look at that. I was actually in the region. Okay. And that's all there is. That's all I've got. I mean, what you do next is actually outside of Zelda's knowledge, too. So I actually just did this. Include dialogue after beating levels 10, 11, and 12. No, I don't need that. She's already got a lot to say to you. Yeah, I still don't know. Because I can make it a heart ring shard, but I kind of want it to be a heart piece. I do still have a handful of heart pieces to do, so that can very easily be that. God, that's going to take a while. Yeah, that's just saying I want you to have 5 heart containers going into level 1. Oh, yeah. That's going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, that's going to be tough. That's going to take a while. Yeah, I know what that is. That seems like a bad idea. I wrote that a long time ago. Oh, I can go do that now. This should actually be pretty easy to do. Because it does a trigger. And then this, I actually don't know if combo triggers can do this. I might need to script this, but let's see. Conditions, counters and items, required item. I can't do more than one item. This might need to be scripted. I mean, I can do this with combo triggers, but it's going to be kind of annoying. Yeah, it'd be kind of annoying. I could tie a combo data script to it. I think I could do this in combo data. Let's find out. I haven't really written many combo data scripts. So I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, hey, Zelda Builder. Welcome. How's it going? $36. I'll make it the sword. No, wait, I'm not doing that. Did I say 36? I already forgot. 36. Interesting. Actually, that's gonna mess with me. No, I think it's cool though. Oh God. Well, now I need to give a message. Okay. So then, well, shoot. I can't just edit this one because it's going to be used by both. There. So you should have the script, and then you should, whoops, you should not have the script. Okay. So then you'll get that. And then Well, let's give this a test. Let's see what happens. Well, okay, it works. Apparently it works. No, not sword. 3. What? Oh, it's if you have any of the shards. Whoops. That's a little bit too easy, eh? Also, there's another issue. I'm assuming I can refer to this X on the combo data. If you go straight up to it, I'll just say minus 16 or less than 16. Gotta have you actually walk up to it. So right now it should do nothing. Oh wait, this is not good. Also wait, how did that even work to begin with? Oh, it needs to be one of these. I did the wrong thing. Well, shoot. Part of me actually wants to make it this one. That just looks a little nicer to me. Okay. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. I was incorrect about this. The way this is gonna have to work. So those will have it. Wait, because the way it works is you bomb this, and it's gonna set this to this and this to this. So I need one instance. I'm just gonna do it this way, honestly. Where this has one and not the other. 61, I think it was. There. So you have it, you don't, you don't, you have it. Okay. Because then what that means is for 812. Okay. So now with each of these statues, I just need to put this pair. So this is the sword one, correct? Yeah, you're the sword one. So... Okay. It just occurred to me, where did I actually put the other one? Oh, it's in level 9. I don't think I recompiled. It also occurred to me, did I ever... See, it's not going to do anything until you do this. Oops. Well, it works. I think I did like, I don't know, 55. Perfect. Oh, God. I did not... It's not solid. It is solid. These are not solid. What was my issue with it? Oh, well, first of all... I think it's actually Wind Waker. Um... 61. And then I can make this be 16. And here's what I'm thinking. It said that you need to pray. This should just work now. See, and I should be able to stand here. Nothing happens. Oh. Oh. There we go. Okay, I'm getting annoyed with this. For my sanity. I did the wrong sound effects. What? Boot secret. Boot secret. Why would that just not work? Strange. Nice. So then theoretically, that actually took me to that screen. So if I did like 43, perfect. All right, let's get out of here before copyright, even though I've probably already been hit with it. Why? Because I didn't put it in here, no. Triggers. Boot secret. It's the effect. How is that any different from any, like, bomb rock I have? Like... I mean... This makes no sense of why this isn't working. But I can have an effect be... It triggers secrets. That'll make the sound effect play. But I don't see why... This just doesn't work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That should have just worked. Well, that's nice. It still didn't work. Sound effects are working. I'm missing something obvious here. This is pissing me off. I don't understand why. That sound effect's working. So strange. Hmm. So there's another thing I want to do. Shoot. I would use a script, but technically I don't need to. You can have this play dialogue. I've never done this. I've always used my scripts, so... Yeah, screw it. I prefer my scripts. I really should, though. Yeah. What the heck? Interesting. To the string to play when triggered. When triggered. So wouldn't I just do the... Wait, I'm being dumb. I don't even need to do this. There we go. Lovely. Why would you want this if you didn't display it? That seems strange. Wait, I already have this dialogue. Wait, no, 40, 48. See what happens. Why is this side not working? Oh, so copying that did nothing. That was nice. Really? I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'll actually get to level 10 tonight. I'm actually enjoying doing these other like random things. So let me make sure that that's consistent with where my signpost usually is. My thing is. No, I do on the left side. Okay. I want to be consistent. Is this off of Link's center? Okay, well, obviously. But it was 12. Oh, well, I'm praying now. It's off of Link's top left corner, so this would be -16. Because I'm pretty sure that's what I do. Oh god. God damn it. Oh wait, that is way up there. Alright, you know what? Shoot, it's actually in wait for talking. That's annoying. There, that's better. So I do. So his X -10 and his Y -15. Jeez. I don't know why I have it like that, but at least it'll be consistent. Even though technically I could change it in my script to be consistent with this, because everything uses the same thing. Why -15? That's so far away from him. No, it's not. It's not that bad. Kind of weird that it was popping up when, yeah. Anyway, you know, hang on. We're gonna test something. Well, that was nice. Well, that was also nice. We're gonna test something else related to this. Whoops. Get out. Copyright. Where does this take me? That could be worse. NEI, Verity. Oh god. Verity? No, it's not Verity. NEI planes. Oof. Maybe 46. Ooh. That was actually perfect. Well. See what he says. Well, that's not good. Well, it's fair to say this works. Okay. What? The script is Legendary Smiths. Why isn't it finding it? There they are. Oh, Legendary Armorer, really? The script has given me issues. Anytime I write comments for myself, it means I struggled with it because there's a lot going on here. A lot of cases, as you can see. So didn't do that. So he gave me the initial message. I have neither of the scales. So I have Sword 5 and Ring 4. No, I don't actually. I have neither of them. Oh. Interesting. See this? Okay, this is bad. This is a case I didn't even consider this case apparently, which is strange. How would I have not? Because this nothing to upgrade is only if you had a scale. Oh, but that makes sense. But wait, does it? Ugh, I don't really want to touch this, but what I'm gonna do, because I don't have. That's fine. You have sword, because technically I have sword 4. I mean, I basically... Shoot. So I don't have sword 4 or sword 4, so I don't have either of them. So do that. Or I have 4 and 5, so I upgraded 5, but I don't have 3. The heck? Okay, this logic's clearly gonna have to get cleaned up, but I'm gonna do another... I'll have to clean this up, but at least for now. So for here, we've already established we don't have any Leviathan scales, and you have sword... Wait, wood, Conflictorian, Master. So this would be sword 4. Or, so blue, red, gold. That'd be 3. Message, get more scales. 910. What the heck is that? Also, his intro dialogue was strange. Let me see if that works, actually. Interesting. Oh. You don't have scales. So see, this is strange, because what is this 908 message? With the scale. That's already assuming you gave him a scale. So there'd need to be logic for handling if you've never even touched a scale. But you are coming here now with the armor and sword that you can upgrade. So basically, I need to set a screen D here. And I'm glad I'm doing this like this. I'm glad I started doing it like this, because then I never have to be like, which screen Ds am I using? Scene scale. So basically, if you're in here, set screen D, scene. God dang it! I hit Control C when I meant to Control V. Scene a scale true. Okay. So now down here, if you have either of those, but first, so if you've seen a scale, but you don't, so then now I could do else if the inverse. So my current predicament where I have never seen a scale, I need a new message for that. What is secondary? 901. Ah, I see. Trying to think of a way to make that concise. You do not appear to have any materials that I can use to enhance anything. Come back if you acquire a strong material. My keyboard is annoying me. It does that double press. 1495. All right. So if you initially come here like this, now he's still not saying anything. I did compile, correct? Why you do this? So once again, no scales. Neither of those. Oy, oy, oy. HSA, what in the world? Never seen a scale. I mean, at this point, why do I even have this case? Oh, and earlier in the stream, I mentioned how you want to do a wait frame after messages. Well, the mechanism I have going on here is that this is the wait frame after these, because it's going to play a message. And then, yeah, figured I'd mention that in case anyone's curious. There we go. Yeah. I technically don't even need to check this because it's just going to fall into the same case. Yeah, nothing changes. He takes a donation. So yeah, now I have the got a sword +1. And then if I give myself a Leviathan skill number 2, yeah, he actually takes it. But there's 2 in the game, so say you get both of them. He takes more donation. Sweet, so he works. He's not super clean logically, but he works. Oops. Well. Yeah, the amount of damage I take is minuscule. And I do a ton of damage. I should one-shot anything here. I freaking one-shotted the bomber. Yeah, I mean, it is the strongest sword in the game if you're not on paladin mode. Okay. I have to know where I first out there if you have the stuff. He's just a get item on item. 229. I thought he did work. I mean, it is a little strange that you have to talk to him twice, but I honestly think it's fine. Oops. I think it's fine. Yeah, that's something I'll worry about later. It's not relevant for Demo 7. I already have so much to do. Some of these are literally just reminders. Have a group of soldiers also talking about this tower in Verity. You know what the heck? We're doing side quests and such tonight, it would appear. I've kind of been on a side quest binge lately. I'm just gonna post this to my... Just post it here, whatever. I just want to have this on screen while I do this. Okay. So much like how you had soldiers worrying about this tower. God, there's so many FFCs. Good lord. I want to do the same for this tower down here. So what do I say? Have a group of soldiers also talking about this tower in Verity. Man, I typoed this like crazy. They mention it is flooded and can't swim with all the gear. They trigger once you get the flippers, and they give you a heart piece when you clear it. When secrets are triggered in the red ring room. Or you just check if you have the red ring. Since to get the red ring, you need to check... Well, okay, I guess check secrets. That's fine. Actually, you know what would be kind of cool? If, because like this is already using secrets, have a bridge appear. I don't know where my bridge combos are. Could do that. Yeah, that'd be fine. No, that's not gonna look right. Ew. Hang on. Yeah, that's fine. And then 2, we'll do that. Because then what that means then on 1. I see. Yeah. Whoops. Well. Oops. Don't do that. That'd be strange. Let's just make sure that this behaves correctly. Yeah, well, that's what I was worried about. Why I tested it. Alright. I want to make this a bridge combo, but I need to make sure this doesn't break anything else if I do that. Okay, 2 of them are actually this specific screen. Oh, Northwest. I was like 99. Oh, okay. You know what? We're not using this combo. I mean, I don't know why this is a problem. Just choose this bridge combo. Hey, look at that. Or I could do this one. I don't know why I was so like, I want to use this one, and I don't need to. Die already, good lord. Alright, well this music's annoying. That's it. The wave sounds are annoying. Okay. So, let's see. Is this something that a script that I already have can do? Oh, you know what? While I'm here, I kind of want to demonstrate something for you guys. My portal sphere works. I figured I'd demo it. In case anyone actually watches through the stream. Portal Sphere and Gale Boomerang work. Thought that's kind of cool. And as you can see, it takes no effort to set that up. But anywhere where you see these in the quest so far are actually not implemented. I really should implement them. In fact, like one example is here. Oh. There. That's all it takes to implement it. I just need to actually do it. So I would just check every usage of this. Obviously, I need to add more usages. But let's check our criteria here. So... They could be soldiers that are always in the village. In fact, you know what's funny? There's soldiers in here. I could literally make use of all of them. So basically, they would vanish once you have the flippers. Which will then... They'll just have a copy of themselves that appear down here. When you have the flippers. And then when you have the red mail, or you've triggered secrets. Yeah. That's going to need a new script, but it's going to be a simple one. Like, oh yeah, this script right here is so overly complicated. We're going to do a fresh one here. Okay, so the first thing will be what is their first message? Let's just do initial message. I should be more descriptive though. Free open tower message. Tower is open message. Host tower is open message. I think that's all I need. Because the first message is you have the flippers, but you didn't do anything with the tower. The second one is, hey, you opened the tower, blah, blah, blah. And the third one is repeat dialogue after that. So, okay. First things first. What is the first criteria? So let's do if game load map data. So it's map screen. So 136 5B. Is that correct? Am I doing the right thing? Yeah. I do this all over the place. Yeah, state. Okay, I'm doing this right. I copy and paste this so many times. I wanted to make sure writing it from scratch, I actually did it right. What do you mean? That's correct syntax according to this. Game load map data map screen state st secret. I don't see what's wrong with that. Oh, I just had to save. That's nice. So if you've already triggered secrets there, now I could do int tower is open screen D. Doesn't like to give me autofill anymore. If screen D tower is open, screen D is set. Actually, I'm gonna say if not. I feel like it reads sequentially better if I do it this way. Then screen message tower is open. Is a game? Oh no, it's just create item add, and then it's item ID XY. Hiccup. $49. I don't know why I did that. So if you've triggered the secrets and you haven't already talked to him, basically, he'll say a thing, give you a heart piece, and call it good. I mean, it's literally going to be this. But now we need a loop. We're not done here yet. Still have a little bit to write. Because I need to handle their vanishing and not appearing and whatnot. So simply do if, or I could do unless 0 item flippers. So if you don't have the flippers, equals. How you doing? What am I looking for? I just want an example of this because I have a lot of code. I know exactly what I want, but I can't think of a single script that has it offhand. That's frustrating. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Kaldom Elder. No. Dorado Elder. Really? Ugh. I do it here. It's basically his, it's my typical vanish. There. So if you do not have the flippers, they do not exist. Otherwise, they will be there always. Okay, brilliant. That's all I need. What? Seaside Outpost Guard. Oh, I'm in combo. Whoops. It's annoying me you can't scroll here. Interesting. Sounds like a pain. Oh, geez. Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare to maintain. That's why I wouldn't want to do anything like that. That sounds insane. So the guards that I'm going to have do this are probably these three. Another thing I want to do is I want to make these custom guards more obvious. He's not holding a sword, but I want to like change his colors and everything to make him unique. So 91, 90, 93. Huh, it still has the coloring. Good lord, that's old. Huh. Yeah, I mean, they're fine. I could do them. Although, you know, it's funny. He's actually not the NPC here. Interesting. There we go. So, quite simply, how I make them vanish, my script already handles. So, 51. I see. I wrote down that this is bugged. Let's see what happens. You know what's funny? He actually should not be there when I first load in because I have the flippers already. Alright, well, no, he does wait for a second string. Okay, he just doesn't go away. Interesting. Okay. I do not want to dig into this script. This is one of my oldest and interesting scripts. Yeah. It's kind of nuts. Alright, so let's dive into this nonsense. Yes, he bugged, vanishes on second screen, second string. The FFC vanishes before the second message. Fascinating. Well, let's track through this. Okay, so he has secrets. We don't even have a second message. Wait. Did I say I didn't understand what was going on here? Because this is obvious to me. The FFC vanishes before the second message. Well, quite simply, it's the first thing in the loop that's checked and then it vanishes. So let's say you go down here. You didn't have it triggered. Well, then let's say it's triggered. It just loops through and then it goes away. So you never actually get to do your second message. Well, that's a very obvious bug. Do I feel like fixing it right now? Oh my god. I don't know if I do. I don't really feel like it. Because it would have fallen... I could close these because they're not relevant. Why do I have these wrapped? Oops. So in this particular situation, this is true. Did I ever actually set that? Oh god. Oh. Hang on. These guys actually need to change outright. I don't know what I'm thinking. Trigger from item. I don't need to worry about this nonsense because what I'm trying to do doesn't even need that anymore. Oh. I already forgot. Was it 51? Yeah, 51. I see. I see. I can't tell you how many times I've redone my, like, this signpost script, the one that you saw. It was, so it first started as, this is funny, this is your classic software development life cycle. I started separating each different kind of script out for each different kind of signpost script. And then I was like, wouldn't it be cool if one giant script handled everything with one go? And then it got so big that maintaining it and fixing bugs that were in it was a nightmare. So then I was like, you know what would be great is if I had multiple scripts to handle each specific situation. Yeah. And that's where I'm at now. And I do not see myself going back this time. So at least I've learned something. So we're going to check for the flippers. If you do not have the flippers, give that original message. And then, so I don't want any of these messages. Okay, these are if this combo triggers something. I should be able to just do this. So let's see what happens. No, I do not. I haven't dug into any of that. I know I spelled flippers wrong. I don't care. Neat. Okay. Oh, God. I shouldn't have done that. Well, shoot. Okay. You shouldn't need to talk to him to make him vanish. Does this script not handle this, man? That this combo will do. Yeah. Shoot. And then I have some very specific ones. Well, I really need to have a very specific script just for this situation. Ooh, that's annoying. That's annoying. I mean, it's essentially what this guy would do. Like, it's funny how this behavior is actually what I want. Oh, I don't want to dig into this garbage. Yeah, it's funny. Vanishes on second string is actually a very misleading name. You know, I wonder if the reason this is bugged is because this was the old variable name I had when the script was a monster. I actually called, for a long time, I called it the Franken script because it just kept getting, new stuff kept getting grafted to it. And then I saw that and I was like, oh, it's probably fine. But it's not even being used down here. Like, this variable isn't even used down here. Ugh. And the big issue with me fixing this, or attempting to fix this, is that this script is used everywhere. If I screw it up, everything's screwed up. Yeah, here's all my other ones. I mean, you know what's funny? I can... No, you know what? I can actually do this. Signpost trigger from secret. Because guess what? Oh, no, that won't work. I was going to have it trigger on secrets from the boss of level 7. Because you can't beat him without the flippers, but you can always get the flippers and then leave early. But wait, doesn't that room... Hang on. Actually, I want to keep this map here. Doesn't the flippers room have secrets play? Oh my god. The problem is, what if you F6? What if you grab the flippers and immediately F6? Then you won't even trigger that and you'll just go right down here. Fine, fine. Universe is telling me just write a script. It's whatever. It's just dumb because it's going to be like very close to all these. So this is very specific. Yeah, no. Oh my god. I hate everything. Okay. Apparently I wanted to overhaul this script. I don't... Oh, it might still be old. No, it has this. That's how I can tell if it's newer. Okay. See, each of these scripts here were all part of the big Franken script. Don't I have a series of signpost vanish scripts though? Hang on. Really? Interesting. I thought I did. Oh, well. Alright. Sounds good, Euclid. Honestly, I'm just going to duplicate this. Because a lot of this logic can be replicated. Signpost. Vanish. If has item. Item ID... I mean, it's just going to be message. Screen D for triggered, I guess. So if hero item ID do that. Otherwise... Oh, wow, this is an old one. Wait, no, it's not. In this instance, I can use wait for talking. Why is wait for talking upset? You're fine. Wait for talking. Yes, it is declared. It's right there. And it only needs... Okay, huge difference. Ugh. I mean, this is a super simple script. Most of this is getting deleted. Also, I don't even need a screen D for triggering because the item ID does that. I'm actually just going to get rid of this. I can get rid of that. Quite frankly, it's just this. If you have the item, he's gone. Otherwise, he talks. Stupid simple. So, item ID message 5191. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, what the heck? They're all just going to be gone. Oh, well. Ew, that was bad. That was bad. No, no, no. Sure, that's fine. Also, did they appear briefly? If they appeared briefly and then vanished, then... Yeah, they did. Alright, well, that's an easy fix. The fix is that. I'm changing tonight's stream title. And it's fine. I'm fine just doing side quests tonight. I'm actually happy about it. They're gone. So if I leave... Hello, it's like nothing ever happened. I mean, of course, they won't vanish if I do this. Because their loop only has them vanish afterward. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so they work. Right, nice. Well, isn't that awkward? So what do I want him to say? So this is the dialogue we need to set up here. Pre-open tower. What do I want him to say? You just came out of the tower. Sure, that's fine. $14.96. Apparently my creativity is running dry. It's getting tough for me to think of dialogue here. Hey, I hit 1,500. It also just occurred to me, they're all going to give you a heart piece now. That's funny. Yeah, each one's going to give you a heart piece. Actually, not true. Actually, wait, I could just make my life easier. How about I just do this? I'm going to be calling the stream here soon. I'll finish this little side quest, and when I do, I'm going to call it. I'm getting tired. This is the guard that actually knows him, because of the three, one of them actually did know Link. Two of the guards were there before Link arrived. They came when the scholar landed on Nintiritus, and one of them was part of the shipwreck that was with Link and Zelda. You know what's funny? These guys are FFCs. I can condense them a little bit. I could do something like that. Yeah. So we're gonna do some tests here. This actually won't take that much to test. This is a very simple side quest. I like how it put me there. Get down here. Nothing solid. Everything here is normal. Whoops. Well, I don't have flippers. Y'all talk. Oh, wait. This is the dude that knows you. All right. Continuity. 92. 90. What a goofy reason to swap. But here we are. That's funny. It made for interesting dialogue, so it's okay. I'll see if any of my testers even notice that anything's different. Yeah. Yeah. Because he actually knows you. Although he says the hero that smoked Ganon, so I guess he didn't come with Link. Otherwise, he would have just known who you are. It's just another guard that has heard of Link. Yeah. He gives you hints for the tower, which obviously become horribly... it becomes horribly irrelevant by this point in the game. You've probably done that like 15 hours ago. Oh. Yeah, now you're like, oh, these guys are gone. Oh, wow, this uses an archaic method. Before solid FFCs were a thing, I placed combo 39, which was my solid combo. And he's not even solid. Holy crap. Okay, that is archaic. Jeez, solid FFCs have been around for... I've been using them now for at least like a year or two. Actually, maybe like 3. There we go. Well, that's awkward. There we go. Fine, I won't worry about that. He should be fixed anyway. But now I'm paranoid. Okay. Whatever. I was gonna fix the music, but I don't care enough right now. Put it gone. Oh my god. You're not solid. Okay, that I definitely don't need to fix because everything else he does is fine. Oops. Well, alrighty then. That's fine now. Oh, you might have also noticed that that key is right there instead of talking to him. It's part of that whole thing of you don't need to talk to anyone to beat the game. So I removed it from his pocket and put it on the table. So now you can get into Cooperative Forest without even talking to anyone now. Oh god. Did I not do a wait for talking? Oh my god, I didn't. How foolish of me. This will make my code slightly more efficient. It's only going to call it once instead of every iteration. Yeah, I didn't do this, which was very foolish of me. So he's just infinitely talking to you as a result, without you even doing anything. Hey, look, now they work. Lo and behold. Alrighty, I'll be right back, guys. Well, I kind of got shoved into it, so that was fun. No player in their right mind would not do that to get the red mail. Well, I'm talking to one of them. God dang it. This is tedious now. Jeez. Just like that, side quest done. All right. So that's why I want to have so many side quests in this game, in this quest, because they're easy to make. I'm at least going to document it. OX7B. Oh, wait. What is this? Ah. Had to figure out what I was doing. So what this here is, these are prerequisites. These are used as like item prerequisites. But then these are like special trading item prerequisites. So none of these require trading. Oh, well, I guess unique item, I guess is how I do it. Although it's funny, you need the flippers. Wait, that's all you need. Yeah, you only need the flippers. And as you can see, this is all 60. So I still have a couple that I can sort of just position anywhere I want. But yeah, so now we have a little side quest here. It might be less annoying if that guy's there. And then what I might do, oh really? I didn't even make an alias for these trees. Interesting. There we go. As you can see with the solidity, they are now not in the way. So it's just a bit convenient for the player as they walk through. I kind of want to reverse these two dudes. I mean, I kind of want them to be standing in a line though. That actually looks kind of cool like that. It's a little obnoxious, but you'll be alright. Players will be alright. I already have them kind of like stacked on each other to some degree, so it makes them slightly less irritating. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. I mean, just walk around them. Yeah, no big deal. I'm curious what else there is here. I wish you could resize this. A side quest for push. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. It's when you buy potions, if you have a blue and then you buy a blue, you get a red. But I don't think it actually shows a red, it shows a blue. And I don't know why, because I modified my shop script to actually show the item it would transform into. I don't know why. Make this a Sumus Catacombs tablet shard, which would make clearing sealed abyss. Oh. Already have that included. Okay. Huh. See, okay, so this is another thing I've been sort of struggling with. Having optional content be required for other optional content. I don't think that intrinsically is a bad thing, but I need to be careful with how much I do that. Because if it's already difficult to find some optional content, having other optional content locked behind it can be rough. So the idea is this wouldn't be a Heart Ring shard. It would actually be a Suma's tablet piece, because in order to get in here, you need to finish Sumu's or Sealed Abyss. And the reason for that is because Sealed Abyss is what makes it so that these buildings in Ori Village here open, including the library. So you need to finish Sealed Abyss to get in here, and then once you're in there, then you'd get a Suma's tablet piece from the Forbidden section, which would then allow you to then go into the Suma's catacombs. I don't like that. It's saying it makes Sealed Abyss more valuable. Believe me, clearing Sealed Abyss is plenty valuable without that. Plenty valuable. And I even said, I think, because I don't know. It was more of a thought. Like, should I do this? It wasn't me saying I was going to. I could do this side quest. Any side quest like this, I can just do now. Like, I could even do... Nice, whatever. I could even... Okay. Again, you guys were forewarned. This is spoiler territory. 2 more side quests here. So in Ori Library here, you have this door here, and that's the Forbidden section, which the Elder of Ori Village actually hints to you at. So you're ready to get an idea of what this is about. And the idea is Ori Library is missing books. Find the books, all the books that are needed, which is literally going to be, you're going to see open books lying around the world like you do in houses and whatnot. Read it, and I'll have some dialogue that's like, wait, there's a tag here that says Ori Library, maybe I should return this. And then you get it, which means I just realized this sucks. I'll need to have something in my subscreen now for this. Shoot. See, anytime you see an amulet in my menu, it's something that's unused. But the problem is, side quests go in these boxes, so I couldn't have it here. Well, wait, no, I don't need a counter in your sub-menu. Because whatever ones of these you can't read from will be ones you're missing. So you'd come in here and just see which ones are you not able to read from. Shoot, I fat-fingered. Yeah. Furnish out the library, yeah. Wait, where's that note? Where did I write the note? 1643. Oh, it's here. Did they automatically appear, or should you have to actually physically place them? This stuff's already super complicated as it is. Taking them automatically makes them... Ugh. Alright, so there's that side quest. So this is actually a really interesting situation. Yeah, so the idea is, it's very simple. All these side quests are fairly simple. You have these NPCs that are scattered throughout the world, and you talk to them. So, okay, so this house is going to have one NPC in it. They're going to say something to the effect of, I want my family here for reasons A, B, and C. So then you go out into the world, and the quest only starts when you talk to that person. You go out into the world, you'll find the NPCs, you'll talk to them, tell them go home, and then they will. One of the easiest side quests in the quest. And it's gonna probably be just these guys. So I think weird, I thought there was more than this. I might have like her here, and then she'll be the yeah. So fun fact, this is another situation of, I made this long ago. And I actually had a whole different, so what this house was gonna be years ago was all these people were already in here, and it was just gonna be a whole dialogue saga on the drama of this family. That's all it was gonna be. There's gonna be no quest. It was just gonna be these people talking your ear off. And then I was like, and I did this in like demo 2 or demo 3. Like, this house has been made for a long time. In fact, all of, not the library, of course, or the shop, but basically all of these screens, and this one, I think that one, yeah, have been here since like demo 2, demo 3. Basically, once I fleshed out Northeastern Tyrannus the first time, and not all the subsequent times as I added dungeons and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this would be better as just like a fun dialogue saga, or should it be a side quest? Because the thing is, I'm starting to think like my quest has so many side quests now. I don't know. Should I? Because I don't even know what the reward would be. It could be a heart piece. It could be a heart piece. We'll see. I thought she does. Grandma does change her dialogue. Oh, yeah. I need to do that. V1. Make that demo 7. Just simply because that's not going to be hard to do. That's actually going to be trivial. It's just going to take time to write the code. But it's basic code. That I'll also make demo 7. That'll be fairly trivial. That's aesthetics. That's I'll leave that for version 2. That's level 11. I know what that's referring to. Okay. That's aesthetic version 2. Version that's also a version 2. If it's like aesthetics, then yeah. Also, I'm supposed to be looking at demo 7 stuff. That's demo 7, yeah. Script the spotlight, yeah. Puzzle's choosable. Oh, I know the puzzle. Music. Oh, yeah. I would like to do that. That's another very simple thing. Easy. Oh, this is everyone in the Seized Guard Tower dungeon. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't just do this earlier today. Let me think. That would be 2 lines of code. It's just a matter of me actually doing it. Hang on. That's what I thought. Checks for levels 6 and 7. That's done. Ah, yeah, that actually is still a concern. The Goron leader, the Dorado Elder, is already handled. I don't know about everyone else. I'll have to check that. Have Zelda have new dialogue for each dungeon he beats. You mean the player? It's weird I said he. Honestly, I just had this here for notes of who each of the 6 are and where they were. All I'll do tonight is I'll just look through these. Yeah, all these needs dialogue. I'm trying to wrap these up. Wait. Why are there so many? Oh, I know what that is. That's a good idea. Oh. I did this. But I'm gonna leave that part. I just never removed the notes from these. Yeah, they have dialogue. A quest where once you do the beef between the Gorons. I actually made that already. That side quest exists and works fine. Yeah, he actually needs dialogue. Implement. Oh. Yeah. Figure out how to not get a player stuck if they don't do this pre-level 9. Once you go to level 9, he goes away. Who are we talking about? Oh. I mean, wait. How is this even an issue? Oh, I think I see why. I don't know if this message is quite correct, but there is an issue here, potentially. In fact, this comment right here is literally what I was saying earlier. Limiting optional content by optional content. Ooh, I like that. Wait, what exactly is this? Interesting. I put that note on both of them. That was a little redundant. Oh yeah, that is a thing. Huh. Oh, I finished Lobby Zelda. Alright. So, removed a bunch of stuff. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. I know I didn't get to level 10. But quite honestly, I made a ton of progress. I got a lot done. A lot of side quests. A lot of like smaller things that I want to get done that isn't always like the most glamorous things, like doing a dungeon or a boss or something. The smaller stuff like the side quests and the little fun things that are going to be plentiful in this quest. Yeah, I've been feeling really motivated to adding this stuff. I started by adding a bunch of dialogue and then fixing dialogue with regards to the God is Faithful Zelda and then the Zelda in level 9. And then I made the Goron side quest, and then I made that, and that sort of kicked off me. I want to do side quests. But even before that, that's when I did the items. Yeah, Gale Boomerang and Portal Sphere work. The only item I will need to get working, period. Well, let's see. I'll need to get this item working. This is going to be a complicated one. This one and this one work. And I tested them. They need to be polished. They essentially give you buffs. Like one of them gives you an armor buff. That's this one. And then this one gives you a damage buff. But it just puts like a blue, or maybe it's these two. Neighbor's Vengeance. No, I think it's Hero's Armor. Yeah. Each of these just give you an armor buff and a damage buff. And they just draw like a square on top of Link instead of like modifying his colors, basically. Because there needs to be an indication that you have this buff on you. And I was just going to make Link turn slightly red, like flash red with this. And then flash a different color with this. I think it's blue. It might be this actually that's blue. You know, I like how I'm like debating it when I can literally just test it. Oh, but to my original... Why is that the music playing? Just to show you guys. So that'll be a complicated item to get working. This... I don't remember what I wanted this to be. But if it's what I'm thinking it is, that will be a fairly easy thing to implement. So yeah, that's a damage buff. One of these is an armor buff. I think it's this one. It's Hero's Armor. Nairu's Vengeance. I don't remember what that was going to be. Heron's Grace. I don't remember what that was going to be. But basically, 1, 2, 3, 4 items need to be implemented. One hard one, and the rest of them I don't think will be anything like complex. What was it called? Hero's Armor. I'll know which ones immediately work. Okay, so that one does nothing. All right, so Nairu's Vengeance. Yeah, see, it's just a box. That's all it does. And then this works. And you can stack them too. Takes magic. There's no casting animation, but they exist. So, yeah. I mean, I do have a way to test it. So let's see. Oops. Well. So 2 hits. Still 2 hits, but it only increases by a small amount. But yeah. I don't think these do anything. I don't even remember what they are. Well, they do nothing when I hit when I press buttons, so I mean, I'm actually curious. Oh, yeah, I did change that. Oh, yeah, completely unimplemented. An aura in pixels and pixels around. So basically, it draws a circle around Link. Enemies in it take damage. See, that's going to be pretty easy to do. Scholar's Candelabra. That's not even going to be a thing anymore. But yeah, my Gale Boomerang, by the way, like, it's literally this. That's all it is. Super simple compared to what it once was. Oh, Heron's Grace was going to be a healing item. That's right. Why doesn't it work? Weird. I don't know why it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. I haven't looked through the script at all, so I don't know why. Well, if it's a healing item... Well, that's obnoxious. Oh god, it does work. Okay. Oh god, I just gave myself the best bombs. Oh, it gives you health proportionate. So it gives you a full thing of health, but the amount of magic it takes is proportional to yeah. Oh. You know, let's actually just quickly look at this. So if you're less than 10%, and if you have more than 200 magic, 200, is that even like a feasible amount? I'm looking for init data. Yeah, but then you do remove all items. Basically, this is when the Leviathan hits you at the beginning. Max MP is 30. Why 30? That's all that does. Okay. Why not 32? Let's be sane here. A heart is 8, so 8 times 3 is 24. So 32. So then 7. So you're only going to have 144. So this script doesn't make any sense. Why is it even checking that? So if you're below 10% or below, you're 50% or below, and then if you're less than 100%. So it's thresholds. So 50, 100, 200. Obviously, these were arbitrary numbers. If I want the effect to be instant. No, it looks cool when it's slowly filling. God, no. I mean, why do I just set your MP to that? Obviously, this needs to be cleaned up. Well, 144 is the highest you're ever going to have. Unless I decide to add more. I mean, I could do like, what would be 5 magic containers, and each one's 16, so that'd be 6480. So then that'd be 102. I don't understand why we're setting it to that. Why not? And then it just heals until your MP's empty. Interesting. $48 plus 32 is 70, 80. Oh, shoot. I'm just putting this here so I have an idea of like how much magic that's taking. So, I mean, obviously then that's just 48. That's cool. Yeah, see, this just increases your strengths by some damage multiplier that I don't remember what it is. But okay, I'm getting distracted too much. That'll be it for me now. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this dev stream. I will see you guys